What's the most bizarre job you've ever had that sounded fake, but wasn't? I spent 2 years as a professional grief actor in China. Families hired me to cry at funerals for people I'd never met. It started when I was teaching English in Guangzhou. A student mentioned her cousin's business needed a Western face for an upcoming event. Paid 500 yuan for 3 hours. Desperate for extra cash, I agreed without asking questions. Showed up to find it was a funeral. The family wanted their deceased father to appear internationally connected. My job, cry convincingly while speaking English about how much he'd influenced my life. I'd never met the man. They gave me a script. Mr. Liang taught me everything about business. He was like a father to me in China. I had to sob while delivering these lines to confused relatives who definitely knew their dad didn't speak English. But I needed rent money, so I cried. Really sold it too. Collapsed by the casket. Required tissues. The works. That performance got me hired by Yunhua Memorial Services. Turns out there's huge demand for professional mourners in China. Families hire actors to bulk up funeral attendants, making the deceased appear more important and well-connected. The pay scale was specific. Basic attendance. 200 yuan, crying on cue. 300 yuan, wailing and chest beating. 500 yuan, fainting from grief. 800 yuan, speaking at podium. 1,000 yuan, plus tips, I became a premium mourner. Being white added exotic value. Families could claim international business connections. I developed different personas. The mentored entrepreneur, the grateful student, the reformed addict who owed his life to the deceased. My Chinese improved dramatically from memorizing eulogy scripts. The other professional mourners taught me tricks. Menthol under the eyes for instant tears. Hyperventilating before wailing for that authentic breathless sob. How to fall safely when overcome with grief. We had a WeChat group sharing gigs. Need 18 criers for doctor in Dongguan. Urgent. Western man for politician's brother. Wedding this weekend. Same actors. Happy vibe this time. Yes, we did weddings too. Same concept. Bulk up the guest list, make families look admired. I'd go from sobbing at a morning funeral to dancing at an afternoon wedding, sometimes for the same family. They'd pretend not to recognize me. The weirdest part was becoming emotionally attached to strangers' stories. I'd study the deceased's photos, memorize their history, invent elaborate backstories about our friendship. By showtime, I'd genuinely feel loss for people I'd never known. Once cried so convincingly, the widow tried to give me her husband's jade ring as inheritance. Had to break character to decline. The job got complicated when families started requesting specific scenarios. One wanted me to play their daughter's secret British fiancé, crying about our unborn twins. Another wanted me to claim their father saved my company from ruin. I drew the line when a family asked me to say their late mother paid for my kidney transplant. Too dark, even for hired sorrow. The Chinese mourners were phenomenal. Elderly women who could cry endlessly. Men who'd slap their chests until purple. One colleague, Mr. Zhu, was legendary. His signature act was sobbing until his nose bled. Still don't know how he managed that, but it started messing with my head. I'd see real grief, children losing parents, spouses saying goodbye, while I performed theatrical sorrow. The contrast felt wrong. The breaking point came at a teenager's funeral. Car crash. His parents hired our entire troupe to pack the hall, but seeing his real friends, just a few teens in the back, quietly crying, while we wailed in front like we'd lost a brother, I finished the job and quit. Couldn't do it anymore.